You know the vibes, we're back in another video, and today we are going to be reacting to 10 creepy Cartoon Network conspiracy theories that could be true. I'm guessing that says true. I'm guessing that says true.
Yeah, probably.
You know, what do y'all think?
Bro, this thumbnail is creepy, bro.
This thumbnail is kind of creepy.
Y'all done drugs.
Just a tad bit. Like, ew, look at them.
She got the Xana?
I'm weak.
The perk. They got the perk 30. That's not funny.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow IGD.NDA_pride. If you want to see some more videos like this, let us know. Actually, just give us some videos to react to in the comments below.
Sure.
We got Dash here too. Forgot about that. Dash Kage. He's doing. I'm guessing that's the Coke. Okay. What's in your mouth?
Cardboard.
Okay. Let's get right into the video.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to go over the 10 craziest Cartoon Network conspiracies. Before we get on the video, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.
You heard him,
and let's
like
get
the
straight
video.
on the video with number 10, Dexter's Laboratory. For any kid who liked building Legos or doing science experiments, Dexter's Laboratory was a dream. Having a secret lab underneath your house with unlimited amounts of resources that can literally be made into anything, as we saw with Dexter and his crazy inventions, was incredible. However, there have been some theories out there that say Dexter suffers from Asperger's syndrome, mainly inferred from his characteristics. We see him having a hard time socially, as he rarely interacts with other people. His repetitive behavior, as well as his immense fixation on his laboratory, are all attributes resulting from the syndrome. Another point that may reinforce this theory is that the show is told or seen through Dexter's point of view. People with Asperger's syndrome often have a hard time empathizing with other people, so maybe that's why we all see these supporting characters behave the way they do. Number 9, the Powerpuff Girls.
So
the Powerpuff Girls was a huge hit among young girls because the 3 crime-fighting superheroes were each different and unique in their own ways. Because of this, viewers could identify with one of the girls, and it made the show that much more entertaining. There is a weird conspiracy theory out there that goes against this entire ideology. The theory states that the 3 different characters, Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup, are actually one female who suffers from multiple personality disorder. Bubbles represents the soft and emotional side, Buttercup is the opposite, who embodies the presence of restless side, and finally Blossom represents the ideal
the way females are.
I'm so weak. I was going there.
There's not much else that supports it.
You got
Number
one
8,
sweet,
Tom and Jerry.
one that's evil.
Tom and Jerry is definitely
I think I
one
know
of
this
the more
one.
iconic cartoon duos out there for being widely entertaining. The show is simple. Tom is a cat and wants to catch Jerry, the mouse, but he always fails. It is a very childish show with minimal to no dialogue, but some people think its true meaning is beyond that. According to some, Tom and Jerry was actually Nazi propaganda because the show released approximately a year after World War II had begun, which was before America entered the war. Going further, British troops were called Tommies and German troops were called Jerrys. Since Jerry always won due to high intelligence, many fans think that the show represented Germany winning and outwitting British troops. Number 7, Scooby-Doo.
Wow. Yeah.
One of those shows that has existed for so many years
That's wild.
with a strong fan base. The reasoning for this is because of the simple formula. The gang finds a mystery, they find clues about that mystery, and then they unmask who's responsible for the crime. Another reason why people like the show is because of the diverse characters. However, what if I were to tell you that Scooby-Doo is really just a drug-induced reality? There's a conspiracy theory out there that says Shaggy is a drug addict who is just imagining and making all of it up. For starters, his overall appearance is stereotypical for a stoner from the way he dresses to the fact that
everything.
Apparently, Shaggy had been bullied by Velma for being dumb, by Freddy for being unathletic, and by Daphne for being ugly. Coming from a rich background, the result of this torment was turning to drugs. The more he used drugs, the worse it got. He started to imagine his dead dog was alive and was able to speak English.
Why I have to make him
Then
dead?
his bullies
Why can't he just
started to
talk?
pair his friends. This just got real deep. Number 6, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh no.
Series had a long and memorable 5-year run due to its creative and interesting story about how forgotten imaginary friends were brought to the home for foster care. The idea was so bizarre and unique that it turned out to be very successful. Of the many characters that exist in the show, Frankie and her godmother, Madame Foster, are part of a handful that are humans. Or are they? A conspiracy theory suggests that Madame Foster actually created Frankie as her imaginary friend due to the fact that she knew that her old age would catch up with her soon. By having Frankie around, Madame Foster could continue her legacy if she were to pass away. Some things that support this are that Frankie does not have a definite imaginary friend that she created herself. She also does not seem to have a life outside of the home. An even crazier theory is that Frankie made Madame Foster to cope with the death of her actual grandmother. This is why Madame Foster appears to be childish and acts similar to the imaginary friends. Number 5, Ed,
That's a
Ed, and
solid
Eddie.
conspiracy.
Being one of the fan conspiracy, not only for the show Ed, Ed, and Eddie, but the entire world of cartoons,
That's loud.
is the purgatory theory. The general idea here is that everyone who lives on the famous cul-de-sac, including our favorite Ed boys, are all dead and trapped in an in-between world. Such evidence that fans have pointed out for this includes the characters' blue tongues, which happen at death, the absence of any characters beyond the kids who live there, endless summer,
Even an
and the
adventure.
lack of other settings in the show. It's also thought that the kids involved died at different times anywhere between 1990 and the 2000s, which is why viewers are unable to determine exactly when the show takes
There's not the
place.
order they would die.
As you can imagine, the theory has individual backgrounds for each character put together, but the list is simply
Such
too
an
long to
institution.
include in this video. The show's producer has debunked several aspects of this theory, but many fans still enjoy thinking about this crazy, crazy theory. Number 4, Adventure
disrespectful.
Time. Due to the
Come
bizarre
on,
Adventure
and
Time.
outrageous nature of Adventure Time,
Come
the
on,
series has
Adventure
had
Time.
quite a few different fan theories arise since its premiere. The most important, however, is that the world of Adventure Time takes place after nuclear fallout, referred to as the Great Mushroom War. What makes this series so prominent is not only that it's the most well-known, but also that the show's creators have verified it to be true as well. Such hints about this occurring in the
There's
past
a dark
include a
last
large
couple
chunk of the
seasons.
globe missing when viewed from space. Characters even reference it in the show, and even a shot of nuclear warheads laying on the ground. It's also known that characters such as Ice King and Marceline the Vampire Queen are from the war. It's amazing to think that such a goofy and carefree show would have such a dark and serious past. Number 3, Courage the Cowardly
Bad.
Dog. A
Okay,
lot of
that's-
people remember
this is a
Courage the
conspiracy.
Cowardly Dog for being such a weird
Yeah,
TV show.
facts.
The characters, dialogue, and overall vibe were very odd, so it was surprising to see how well it did. Looking back now, I think we can all agree that Courage lived with Muriel and Eustace in a place very similar to Hell. In this conspiracy,
That
Courage
episode was
is
creepy.
Cerberus, or in
Bro,
Greek
this
mythology,
whole
the
show
guard
was
dog
creepy.
of Hell. With the wacky monsters he encounters and the complete opposite personalities that Muriel and Eustace has, this theory actually makes some sense. Courage is protecting Muriel, who represents mankind because of her kindness, from the horrors and sins that are represented through the continuous monsters we see on the show. Eustace is Satan, who is full of hatred and who is also the Hound's master.
He's it.
Number 2, Codename
That
Kids
is
Next
wild.
Door.
I'm so
Anybody who
weak.
watched
Uh-oh.
the show remembers the distinctive 5 main characters of the team who work to fight enemies such as adults and teenagers. The most popular theory around the show, however, is that the kids aren't really hanging out in their incredible treehouse base, but they are rather patients in a hospital. Apparently, the idea of their organization that fights for good was conceived by a nurse who was hoping to cheer the kids up. Each member has a unique backstory that corresponds to their personality. Number 1 cared for his father with cancer that gave him the leadership trait he displays until he himself found out that he's under care for the same disease. Number 2 had a happy life until his spiteful uncle continued to force feed him until he was obese and required care. Number 3 became addicted to antidepressants, which made her ignorantly happy at all times. Number 4 grew up in a rough neighborhood and his personality reflected it until he was stabbed. Finally, number 5 wished to be a better mother figure of their own who abusively beat her and was the cause for her to stay in the hospital. And number 1, Cartoon
was-
Network's shared universe.
God
Like the
damn,
that was
Pixar
wild.
theory, there's a conspiracy theory that states all the Cartoon Network's classic shows were in the shared universe. It starts with a miniseries called The Justice Friends. The characters in the
Justice
series
Friends
actually
really,
play
like,
both
was
Dexter's
to everybody?
Laboratory and the Powerpuff Girls, thus meaning that they're all in the same universe. It's even confirmed that Samurai Jack is in the same universe as the Powerpuff Girls through interviews and
That's
tweets from
creepy.
writers.
That is creepy.
So
OD.
this means that these 3 are all in the same universe. Going even further, we know that the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy had a crossover with the Flintstones, who share the same universe as the Jetsons. Well, all the other shows come into play when the Grim Adventures of the Kids Next Door aired. So many characters were brought together as if it was like a cartoon version of the Avengers. Anyways, by association, it appears that all these shows share the same universe. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you
Well, the
did,
eventual one, not a
leave
theory.
a like and subscribe for more.
Conspiracy
Make sure to
part.
follow me on Twitter at Mal.
Literally was a giant nuke war.
Yeah, that was
Mushroom cloud,
wild.
a giant mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
Blew up.
Bro, the show got dark anyways.
Which
Like,
one?
Nah, the show went from like, hey, we're playful and everything, to having
Happy
actual
fun time.
to a plot. And that was just like, yeah, you by yourself, cuz, like, you dead. Like, everybody else is dead. Like, you about to have another war too, bro.
That's true. You said which one was what?
Which one was like the craziest?
That's
The Kid Next Door?
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Tom and
that
Jerry was kind of wild.
That was wild.
I don't know, kid next door one, bro. You like, had an
Shit.
abusive mother that beat her to the hospital, bro. That's wild.
She got stabbed. they were all like mental like disorder, and then he was like, got stabbed. Okay.
Who had to work number 3? Number 3 was probably. Whose was like, what number was yours?
I mean, number 1 had cancer, so like.
Oh, yeah. Cancer getting stabbed. Or antidepressants, like OD and it makes you.
Yeah. That's,
Actually, no, that ain't that bad. Because she was like happy all the time.
I mean, Ed and Eddie, they're like dead.
Yeah, that's wild. Bro, it took them like a century to die.
Oh, actually, I don't know because like the foster home was kind of crazy too.
Yeah, that was weird.
I've heard the Francis one before.
What else was it? I'm trying to think. Who was the first one? Probably you don't remember the first one.
What was the first one?
Bro, I don't know, bro. It was probably like something that was on like thumbnail. Wasn't Powerpuff Girls?
I low-key don't remember. What the heck?
Powerpuff Girls one was weird too.
Yeah.
Where is your control?
Okay, we can go back to the first one.
Because that's done.
Courage. Scooby.
Oh, Dexter.
Dexter. It was Dexter. No, that wasn't that bad.
Dexter wasn't that bad.
Scooby Doo was kind of weird.
I'm just saying, if you're better than
Like,
everybody else,
dang.
why would you be?
They didn't have the disrespect.
Scooby Doo's. Nah, Scooby Doo's real, bro.
Bro, they have to disrespect Scooby Doo like
Yeah,
that.
they really do. Like, dead
Say
dog.
he's dead dog.
okay.
They ain't gonna have to make him dead.
First of all,
I mean, that's
you know when they
his
say
own
like
thing, bro.
drugs, bro, they can't say he's a stoner. He's like caboose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that ain't weed, bro. That ain't weed, bro. He doing something else.
He
He's
said that's not strong enough. We gotta make it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, if you like that video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow the
This is crazy.
IG.NKA_pride.
So if I do drugs, I can have friends.
So the vibes, it's coming out.
When you do the thumbing, bro, can you like not use that?
I'm not gonna use that at
Use
all.
that. You should put us in there.
Oh wait, that's
We can go back to the clown.
it's DNA.
You just can't.
We in.
Wait.
Wait.
You just can't help but saying something stupid, bro.